Ben Johnson came in and wanted to revamp the offense his way. So in the draft this offseason, he added major weapons to the offense. He drafted with a top 10 pick, Colston Loveland, who was actually my tight end one in the class. I had him over Tyler Warren, and a lot of analysts coming into draft day were Warren guys. So I was happy to see him go first. He deserved it. He was a great player. Not that I hate Warren, but Colston Loveland's going to be great. And then they also, in round 2, draft another pass catcher, Missouri superstar, sophomore breakout. He had a bit of a dip last year and fell out of the first round. Luther Burden, a 5-star prospect and a guy that you can move around the field. And then they also still have Rome Odunze, like I mentioned. But the truth is, I think those pass catchers added this draft are more of a message towards Rome Odunze than they are to DJ Moore. The Bears are paying DJ Moore like he's the guy, and he's still the most trusted and most experienced option in the passing game. And speaking of that, let's talk the roles that these pass catchers might have. Last year, Rome Odunze had a higher ADOT, which is the average depth of target, and he's more of a contested catch guy. With a higher ADOT, it's hard to be more consistent in fantasy, just getting those targets down the field. I don't know if that's just Shane Waldron and Johnson wants to change that, but he was winning down the field with his size, not his separation. And last year, Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze weren't able to develop that rookie connection. There were actually many uncatchable targets for him, and they weren't able to click up much. If they do hit the touchdown upside, he'll be solid, but he's going to be more of a boom-bust play. But DJ Moore, he's going to be schemed open through Johnson's creative play designs. I think he's going to be able to move him around and get him schemed up like he did with Amon-Ra in Detroit. In fact, DJ Moore has actually played almost 75% of his routes outside over the last 3 seasons. But in Ben Johnson's offense, he might be better suited moving around into the slot because he's the closest thing they have to a guy to play the Amon-Ra St. Brown role. Because DJ Moore, he's a guy who can take a slant route to the house. He can go run a simple dig route and take it 40 yards because of his elite yards after catch ability. And don't forget, DJ Moore has already finished as a top 10 fantasy wide receiver on the Bears before. And he did it with Justin Fields, who people are worried about Garrett Wilson this year because he has Justin Fields. DJ Moore was able to produce a top 10 fantasy season with him. So this isn't just hypothetical. And the Bears this offseason, they really went heavy on upgrading the offensive line, which is just huge for Caleb Williams in this offense. Last year, this Bears offensive line really stunk. It was really ugly for the Bears. Last year, they gave up the most sacks and most unblocked pressures. Now that protection should be night and day difference. And that should lead to longer drives, or more efficient drives and more red zone trips, and that should lead to more fantasy points as a whole for the entire offense.